What's happening, troops? Welcome back to another video here on the SharpDiv YouTube channel. Instead of not giving you an upload, here's a wee clip from the recent podcast. I'm going to try and upload as much as possible because we're just going through crap times at the moment, aren't we? So the more we can just, I don't know, get an escapism, talk about stuff we enjoy, then the better. Enjoy, troops.
So he's joining a project as well, which I like. St Mirren, who are working towards kind of being fan-owned. They're in a bit of a partnership, I believe, that comes into effect at the end of the season, or it's already kind of in play with a charity organisation called Kibble and fans. So it's much more along the lines of modern football, where the way that a lot of clubs are going, where fans are more involved in decisions, and you know what I mean, rather than just business heads and all that part of it we absolutely hate. So I think he's joining a great wee project there, and all the best to him, man. I think he's made the right decision.
I think he's made the right decision. A lot of people will kind of look at that and go, right, these three teams, right, I'll go for Aberdeen or I'll go for Hibs, but I think it's going to be good for him personally and, you know, within his work as well, and all the best to him. I hope it does go well, and hopefully, you know, it takes him to levels that he's not achieved before yet, because I think he does deserve it. He is a good player. So,
yeah, it's good, thanks.
I mean,
what is your thoughts on fan ownership then? Because you're obviously a Celtic fan, and Celtic fans have been pretty upset at the way that the board and their chairman and all the chief exec and all that have been treating the fans in the last few months. So what's your thoughts on fan ownership?
I'm 100% behind it. It's a weird one as well, because have you seen that Sunderland Till I Die on that Netflix?
I think I seen the first series, watched a wee bit of the second, but I kind of was like after that.
Aye, there's a bit in it. They're all at it's loads of fans just kind of in this little like hall, and it's like the owner and everybody's kind of just sitting talking to them and stuff, and you can see how like angry they're getting, and you can see some of the people who just work for Sunderland that just look as if they just don't care. They don't understand the fact that a football team is a lot of people's livelihoods. It's their lives. They're just like business heads on, and it frustrates me like that, especially obviously with like Celtic and Rangers and stuff, big clubs. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people look at that business wise and just go, doesn't matter, but does it? Just as long as we've got money in our pocket. And it's like, well, not being funny, but me and you have support these teams all our lives. Do you know what I mean? The amount of money me and you have probably put into our teams is unimaginable. People will look at it and go, "You're crazy."
A lot of money in it to the normal 100%. Person putting into the clubs constantly, and you put in not just obviously ticket money and stuff like that, but you buy all the merchandise, you put as much into your football club as you possibly can, and you just want to feel like you're being listened to. I think I'm in a fortunate position where I'm happy with what's going on behind the scenes at Rangers at the moment. I think they're moving in a good direction. Dave King offered these shares to Club 1872 as well. I don't know if you've seen that, and then it is. I think it's in upwards of £15 million, and they need a certain amount of people to buy in. I mean, I'm not too clued up on that, so I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I know that Rangers came out in their AGM interview thing and basically said Rangers are pretty much fan-owned now, but they're owned by, you know, wealthy Rangers fans that are all in there and stuff. So it looks like Rangers are kind of going down that avenue at the moment. And we'll just see where that leads. There's obviously a lot of clubs doing it, and it'll be interesting to see. The thing with St Mirren's is, though, I don't think it's fully fan-owned. Like, I think there's a wee bit of to and fro between them and Kibble. And I don't really know the full script there, but they're working towards it, and they've got the Wonga at the moment, which is mental. So
there you go. I think it's just a lot better. I think it makes you more hands-on. It gets you more involved, and you actually realise, you know, I mean, a lot of people will just go, they're just fans, but they have knowledge. Do you know what I mean? We do know what we're talking about sometimes as well. So I think it's good. I think if every team kind of goes in that direction, it will be a lot more positive for everybody involved.
99% of every fan base is a logical person, do you know what I mean? You always get that 1% that just say ludicrous shit, but 99% of fans are just ordinary people who want to support their team and get on with it, you know? Sometimes I hate when people tarnish fans and put them down and don't really give them credit what they deserve, because every single one of them put their money into clubs and they just deserve to. That's all we want, you know what I mean? We want to just be represented in the best way possible, and our club not to be treated like this monopoly.
Aye, definitely.
That's the sort of stuff that really does my tits in.
Aye, basically. I mean, the only reason we all get angry is because we care. Do you know what I mean? See, if we didn't care, we wouldn't bother going to games, we wouldn't bother watching it on telly, we wouldn't bother spending money on it. We do it because we care. And I think people are starting to realise, all right, okay, that's why they're reacting in this way, that's why they're doing it like that. So I think it's going in the right direction.
I mean, the famous phrase that Jock Stein said as well, football without fans is nothing.
It's
and
nothing.
That's been echoed throughout the world for years and years now, and it's absolutely right. I mean, I'm watching some of these Prem games now. I can still get up for the Scottish games, obviously, because I support a team within that division, but I'm watching some of the Premier League games, I'm watching some of the other games, and nothing against the leagues and stuff, because the fans of the clubs will still love it, but me being a neutral, I'm a bit like that. Do you know what I mean? Just waiting for the end.
You zone out,
don't you? You just zone out, aye. And fans are everything in football, and it's shite without them. So sooner we get back, the better. Sooner we get through this, the better. But we'll move on to the next game then, and it's Livingston versus Ross County. What I've got down in my notes here.
All my weakness keep a linger.